Of the Left-Handed Redhead. Thank you so much for taking a couple minutes of your day to spend with me and do a fun little experiment. This YouTube channel is based off of STEAM, which is science, technology, engineering, art, and math. If you are unfamiliar with the term, you can always research it. Now, this can is just a little sneak peek of my video. But if you want to see more, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Left-Handed Redhead, and continue watching. So this is what you will need. You will need a pan, a soda can, empty, a container, water, and ice, and tongs. Sorry. Okay, so let's get started. First, we're going to take our can and our water. Now, you're going to pour a little bit of water into your can and be careful so that you only get it through the mouth, which is the part that you drink out of. Now, you're going to put the can on the stove and turn the stove on high. And make sure you have an adult supervision. Okay, now you're just going to wait until Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to take your container, your water, and your ice. You're just going to be making ice water. So first, I'm going to put some ice cubes into our container. Sorry, right here I got a little bored and started playing with the tongs. Haha. Now you're going to take your water and you're going to pour it into your container. Right here I realized that there wasn't quite enough ice, so I'm just going to add a little bit more. Okay, that should be good. Yay, it's finally boiling. Okay, so first you're going to take your tongs. Now move your ice water just a little bit closer so that it'll be easier to flip it over. And make sure your tongs are in the proper position so that you can actually flip over your can. Here's the final product, but I gotta turn off the stove. Anyway, this is what the can now looks like. Hooray, it worked, but how does it work? Do you really want me to explain this to you? Well, I'd love to. Okay, and I'm going to apologize in advance if you hear that, like that. I threw the tab in here, like I took the tab off, and I threw it in there, so just apologizing in advance for that. So basically, this is how it works. before the water inside of the can is boiled, the can is full of water and air. When you boil the water, it evaporates. That means the water turns into a gas. This gas is called water vapor. The vapor pushes all of the other air out of the can. And when the can is turned upside down in the cold water, the mouth of the can, which is the part you drink out of, I hit the wall, creates almost a seal so that none of the water can get into it, even though it's open. Then in like a hot second, like a split second, the water vapor condensates. That means it turned back into water and turns into only like 1 or 2 drops of water. The water now takes up much less space than the water vapor. So the water can't apply the same air pressure that is needed to keep the can from collapsing or crushing on itself, if that makes sense. I know sometimes I have trouble with explaining things, so some of the things that I explain don't make a ton of sense. But anyway, and it can't, when it's upside down in the water, none of the air from around can go in because, ow, did I cut myself? Maybe, I don't know. Oh, yep, I cut myself. I should probably go get a Band-Aid. Hold on, I'll finish the explanation in a minute. I need a Band-Aid first, though. Okay, I got a Band-Aid. I'm not doing that again. Right, okay. So, the air around the can can't get inside because this is the only opening where the air can get through. And when it's in the water, air's not just going to travel through the water and come up and go through the opening. No, it doesn't know how to get in. It can't, but it still wants to try. It still wants to help, right? And so it tries to get inside, but it doesn't know how. So instead of keeping it from collapsing, it crushes it. And that's honestly basically how it works. It's a small explanation, but it is a detailed explanation, and it makes quite a bit of sense. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see you next weekend. Bye! Hey y'all, this is Eden Jones of the Left-Handed Redhead. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you guys next weekend. And sorry this was a bit of one of my longer vids, and sorry I didn't post last week. I had an event come up, but stay tuned for bonus features. Thank you. Okay, let's see what I really smart. You want me to not run out of gas? It turns into gas.